Freckles, can I have my mail? Alright, so we're out at my parents' house right now. I just got the locker down security product safe for the Jeep Wranglers JLs. Looks like this. I think my dad likes it every time I come home because, yeah, he likes it when I ship stuff over. Okay, so this is pretty much our order receipt. They actually left a note that says, "Thank you for your patience and have a great day." That's because this thing actually took like 2 to 4 weeks just for them to ship out, and then they're like like maybe 2-3 days for it to arrive. Okay, so right off the bat, it has a warning letter. It says, "Warning: first thing, your purchase will be safe will be combination locks applied by FJM security products. It is best to set your combination prior to installation. Make sure you change the combination until the unit is open." Blah blah blah. It's just saying this lock combination set as factory to all zeros. Make sure that is all zeros, and then they give you a little pin. I don't even remember what these are called. Thumbtacks. They give you a little thumbtack like this, just to poke and change the combination. Okay, right off the bat, you'll notice that there's 4 plates. So in the back of the mechanism, right, you can see how it locks. You just turn it, and then it pops open. There's actually a spring right here that just pops it up. So I tried the Tuffy one. I didn't like it at all. First of all, it didn't fit, and then when I called, they wouldn't replace it, so I just returned it on Amazon, where I got it from. And yeah, the Tuffy one had a lever that you have to pull up. This one's spring loaded, so maybe it makes it easier to get out your possessions and stuff. Start changing the code. There's a little thing right here. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but you're supposed to grab the thumbtack and just like poke it in as you're changing your code one by one. So it says to make sure it works before you poke it again. So I'm gonna set up my code right now. Okay, so we got the first number changed. You're supposed to press it in and not let go. So let me just get my combination in. Supposed to test it every time. Let's see. So we got the combination set, and also what I noticed as I was bringing this inside, there was a couple of scuff marks that came with it. Not a big deal. I mean, it's gonna be inside anyway. You can't even see it. But first things first, let's take out everything in the glove compartment. We got a bunch of junk in here. We got receipts. We got parts, tools. The first thing I noticed is maybe this is for the older JLs, but inside the glove box for a JL, it looks like this, right? Like this is the dimension of the pad. The bottom plate they give you, it's it only fits like the bottom piece. Not sure if the old JLs had this portion in it, but this is the 2021 JLs. So there is some real estate not covered from this. It did say take out the pad, but I'm gonna try to install it with the pad, because if I take out the pad, like what am I gonna really do with it? Place the left and right plates in first. What I noticed about the plates is it comes with screws right here, right? So the little nuggets that they provide is just screw on. I didn't really know what tools to bring for this, so I just bought a bunch of random ones, but it seems like we might have something useful for it. Goes where the USB side goes. Keep in mind, once you put this safe in, you don't lose access to your USB, but you lose access to your USB. So before we do anything, we're just gonna put it in to see how it looks. Do we really need to remove that pad, or can we just keep it? Earlier, I tried to put the pad in, right? I got bad news for you guys. The pad does not fit, like the mat, all the way in the bottom, so I do have to take this apart real quick, but good thing we didn't screw anything in. And we're just gonna pull it out. really want to keep the pad in there because I wasn't really gonna use it for anything else. And yeah, so this pad, unfortunately you gotta take out if you want this safe to work. Okay, try to hold the sides up while you put in this plate. Angle it like this way in, just because there's a USB right there and it's gonna jam you a little. So try to angle it this way. Okay, it should fit right in like this. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, next thing you want to do is test that your lock fits in perfectly. So there you go. We're just gonna lock it. Change the code. Okay, so it does close, but there is a little bit of a gap. So here, maybe I can show you with the camera. Can you see like right here? It's kind of open, but not really, right? You can. Let me zoom out. Okay, so right here, there is a gap. Like you see this little gap right here. Usually it's more flat, but you can see it's a little protruded up. I mean, it still closes, right? You have to slam it a little, or you could close it gently, but just know that this right here does touch this. You see this? Where I try to slam it, there's like little marks from the key lock. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just keep in mind it does touch it just a little bit, but other than that, I don't think it's a big deal. Still a really good safe. Like I said, I tried the Tuffy ones. Not as good as this one, and not as easy to install. I'm pretty sure these are 8mm bolts, and they're pretty hard to screw on. And my hands aren't the biggest either, so just keep in mind, if you have big hands, this might be tough. Okay, we do have this socket wrench right here. I'm not even sure if there's enough space to try to make it tighter. Can you see the bolts? There's 2 right there. There's another 2, and then 2 goes under. These might be a little bit more difficult to tighten, the ones on top, but can we even do it? Not really, so honestly, you just might have to do it as tight as possible with your fingers. I know, not the best, but there you have it. So right here, so right now I'm like pulling on it. You can see my veins, right? Like I'm pulling at it real hard, and yeah, it's in there. Put the code, it stays in. You shut it up, and you're good. Okay, there you go. That is the locker down safe. Really nice product compared to the Tuffy one that I tried to use. This one's so much easier. Not a big fan of Tuffy, and but Tuffy is a lot cheaper. So if you can make it work, that is like half the price of this. How much was this? I believe this was like almost 400 with shipping. I don't recall the exact amount, but I'll put it in text right now. Okay, I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's raining outside, and I had to close the window, so it got pretty hot and sweaty here. But the safe is great. If you stayed this long to the video listening to me rant about this safe, hit the subscribe button. We're gonna be doing more installations just slowly. There is a supply chain issue, so a bunch of the parts I try to get is delayed, or they're just out of stock until further notice. And I guess right now it's just not a good time to buy parts. But I'm gonna go in before it pours. So like, subscribe, and see you next time.